This week on Steel Horse Thunder, we go to Martinsville for a very special girl who had a special need.
Josie was burned in a bonfire with gasoline a year and a half ago on 52% of her body.
And I just wanted to come out and recognize such a brave little girl and her family after what they've gone through and just bring some happiness to their birthday.
And it wouldn't be the beginning of motorcycle season without the Motorcycle Expo.
In 3 weeks, I spent $1 million. Now, the government took $487,000 off the top.
Well, they deserve it, right?
They didn't even ask me what they should spend it on.
All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder. And I know we have another little surprise that's going to be coming up here in just a short while.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Laden Dorf Law, with over 60 years' experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase, looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Laden Dorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Laden Dorf Law, like family, because we are.
Mother Nature is my playground, and when I hit the trail, I drive hard. And Mother Nature, she hits back even harder. Lonex protects my vehicle inside and out, guaranteed to withstand even the harshest of elements. I've learned that anything worth protecting is worth overprotecting. Because when protection matters most, I Lonex it.
Well, the 2017 Steel Horse Thunder season is on its way. You know, this first story we're going to talk about actually took place before riding season really took off. But it's a very touching story about a young girl named Josie, her mom Kim, their family. The American Legion riders got in touch with us and told us a little bit about what was going on. And just to fill you in a little bit, poor Josie, she went to a friend's house after school. They had a bonfire. An inebriated adult was there, made a comment about, you know, they had the gas in a can. They were going to toss it on there to get the fire going again. The gasoline got onto Josie. She was burned. 52% of her body was burned. These were horrible burns. She spent 8 months at Riley Hospital, over 40 surgeries, and will probably be having surgeries the rest of her life. These burns were very severe, and you know, Josie was one of those where she didn't want anybody touching her. Her mom literally did all the dressing, all the rewrapping. You know, this is a very painful. Somebody like myself who has gone through that part of it. It's very painful when you have to clean the wounds and rewrap. It's a very long, tedious process. Josie's mom, Kim, she did all this for her. Spent 8 months there. You know, Josie's dad was the one that gave her permission to go there for this bonfire. And so obviously the guilt set in, and unfortunately he has gone down a very dark path right now. You know, our prayers are with him, and we are believing God to restore him back to that place where he can be that good father that he once was. Unfortunately, the story just gets worse. They started the GoFundMe page. Somebody ended up accessing that and taking all the money out of the GoFundMe page. Then on top of that, the family car is stolen. So now here Kim is stuck trying to take care of Josie, having to make trips back and forth to Riley, and no money, absolutely no transportation, having to try to find a ride wherever she could go. And this is when the American Legion riders stepped in, and they wanted to do whatever they could to help them out. So they spent a lot of time with Josie and her mom, but on top of that, they wanted to raise some money. And this is kind of where we stepped in. They were having a birthday party for Josie, and we were invited to come out and be part of her birthday party. And this is the rest of her story.
Kimberly, we're here because of you guys, because we heard about your story, and with Josie and the burn and everything. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened and what's going on in your life right now?
Josie was burned in a bonfire with gasoline a year and a half ago on 52% of her body. I'm in a position right now that I'm going through a divorce and trying to transition into being a single mom and doing this all on my own. And I kind of had just got to the point where I'd given up. Like, I had just decided I couldn't take anymore. And then Mike had heard about my story through my mom that played bingo here at the Legion. And ever since then, Mike's just took off with it and has just been a blessing. And this event that he put on and everyone put on for Josie today was just amazing. Like, I'm lost for words. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, it's just amazing. I didn't realize that there was people out there that still cared.
You know, and that's so true, but there are a lot of people that care about you and what's going on. You know, I know that with Josie's burns, you probably had to make a lot of trips to the hospital, and I'm sure that's been a hardship for you also.
Yeah, we make several trips back and forth to Riley. Josie's had 47 surgeries in the last year and a half, still with many to go. So we're up there quite a bit.
Well, somebody told me that you actually didn't have transportation also.
No, I'm actually without a car at this time. So I borrow my boyfriend's car or truck to go back and forth.
Cindy, this is such a great time. It's kind of funny how we met. Can you tell me or tell everyone how this came about, that we would even be able to do this interview today?
Well, we were shopping at Trader Baker's on a Sunday afternoon, and I seen Cindy and Scott. Of course, I've seen them on Steel Horse, and I approached them about coming out here today and helping us with this, and they said yes. They were thrilled to do it, just thrilled.
You know, and I'm so glad. I want everybody to know that we are approachable. Please ask us about rides. If you have a ride going on and you see us out, please just come to us and tell us about it.
Hey, John, we're here at little Josie's birthday party. Get ready to turn 12 years old. Kids are having a blast here. You know, it was such a short notice when I got in touch with the Hoosier Burn Camp, and Mark said that he was going to send somebody down here, a remarkable man. So tell me, how did you get involved with Hoosier Burn Camp?
Well, Scott, I got involved with Hoosier Burn Camp. I was burned in a garage fire when I was 8 years old, and I got involved in 2008. So, wow, it's been about 10 years since I got involved. And I started off as a camper in 2008 and transitioned into more of a leadership role as a counselor in about 2014. And I've been blessed to be allowed back to camp every year since then, and I got to say, I truly love it. I really do.
Now, I know you guys came out and you're going to talk with Josie and her mom about camp. What is it you guys think you might be able to do for them?
At the best, I'm hoping to do, we as an organization are hoping to do what we have been able to do with everyone that goes through the camp. Just provide support and get them to realize they're no different from anyone else. It's a place to be just one of the kids, to be completely honest. And it's really what we want to do is just get them to realize that. And obviously kids that have been through a trauma like a burn injury, unfortunately their self-confidence and self-esteem has been dropped, because now they see themselves as someone that's not worth next to the person next to them, correct? So we're really hoping as an organization to just make her feel just like a regular person, because they're no different than anyone else. If anything, they're more special because of what they've been through.
Peggy, what brings you out to this birthday party today? I know you're the state representative, and it's so cool that you're here for this birthday party, but tell me, what brings you out?
Well, part of the reason I'm out here is because I am a member of the American Legion Auxiliary. So I was aware of the situation, or aware of the party, and invited by the Legion members. And I just wanted to come out and recognize such a brave little girl and her family after what they've gone through, and just bring some happiness to their birthday.
Well, we're so happy that you're here to support her. We found out about it by accident and came out to support her, and she's such a beautiful little girl. I'm so glad that so many people came out today, and just so thankful that you came out also.
Just the first time I've met the family. She is just such a strong little girl, and just such inspiration to so many people.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. Like I said, it's the first time we've met her too, and it's just awesome how many people are here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kenny, I know you guys came out here to Josie's birthday party. You're with another American Legion, correct?
Yes, sir. We're from Indianapolis, Post 64. We got word from another post from Mooresville that they were having a fundraiser tonight for Josie, who was got burned in an accident. So we decided to come down and donate a little bit to her and try to help them out.
So you guys are down here not just in moral support, but you guys are bringing a check today.
Yes, we are. We're going to donate $2,000 to them. Plus, we got our riders who are going to have a meeting, and they want to donate $1,000. Wow.
So is this normal? Is this what American Legions do? You guys help one another out, amongst the community?
Yes, it is. We do a lot of community. We're involved in our community a lot. We do a lot for veterans, for community. The ones that are in the military today, we try to help them all.
Well, sir, thank you so much for coming out here, and man, God bless you guys.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, Mike, we are here. I'm finally getting to meet you in person. We've talked on the phone quite a bit. We got some information down the road and just a couple of weeks ago, and found out what you guys were doing here at the American Legion post here in Martinsville, Indiana. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on and how you guys came about to do this event?
Sure. About a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, little Josie's grandmother, who is a bingo player here at our post, came to me with this story of her granddaughter that had been burnt at a campfire. And the story was so touching that the writers kind of took off and decided we'd do an event for her. In the meantime, we've been going around to the different posts and asking for donations, asking for support, and we just had an overwhelming response. We have about 3 different legions that within their legions there's groups, auxiliary, sons, and then the actual legionnaires, and all of them have donated money and food and time to help this girl.
People don't ride motorcycles this time of the year. We've had a pretty good winter for Indiana, but it's still pretty cold out here. I had to put long sleeves on. I'm not as tough as you are, but for the weather though, quite a good turnout out here.
It was. We didn't have as many bikes as we wanted, but everybody drove their cars, and they realized it was for a good cause. So yes, we are motorcycle riders, but we're here to help the community first.
I love to hear that, and I will reiterate that. Yes, we're motorcycle riders, but sometimes if it's not good enough to be out on a motorcycle, we can still hop in our car. I know I drive my truck to work when I have to go to work and it's not good riding weather, so I wish more people would take the time out to hop in their car and come out and help support some of this stuff. What you guys did here for her birthday was a really cool thing.
Yeah, we're really proud of everyone that came and helped and supported us. It's been an ongoing process for several months, and we've all gave a little bit to come to this end.
And I know we have another little surprise that's going to be coming up here in just a short while. How do you think that's gonna go?
Well, let's hope that her mother doesn't pass out.
Well, Kimberly, Josie, Dustin, I want to thank you guys for letting us come out, celebrate your birthday for you. And I understand that they raised, what I heard, about $5,700. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good turnout for some pretty cool people that are out here. And I know you guys also have, obviously medical expenses, that's obvious, but I know you've got some other needs as well. And, we were hoping for good weather. We had this fantastic weather all winter long, and then today it got cold. We were hoping to get enough bikers down here, you know, because I know you guys need transportation badly. And we were hoping to be able to do that, but this money that came in, I think is going to help you come a long way. I mean, trust me, I wish I could say, you know, here's the keys to this car right here, hop in it and you can drive it home. And, you know, thanks to Andy Moore, I can tell you, here is your car. Here are your keys. Andy Moore heard about your story, and they wanted to be able to do what they could, and they have donated this car to you. This is your car. It has a temporary plate on there right now, and it has temporary insurance on there right now. So this is now your car. You can drive it home, and now the money that came in will go towards medical expenses and everything else that you need it for.
The attorneys at Laden Dorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Laden Dorf Law. Laden Dorf Law, like family, because we are.
Hey, I'm with Vince at Renegade Classics, 96 in Allisonville Road. Vince, what's going on this year?
Well, we tried for the summer season, we tried to expand on more popular lines. We've increased our accessories. Kiriakin's got a couple new lines we're carrying, increased our helmet volume, and increased our boots. So all the stuff that people seem to want most in the summer, we try to get more of for you.
Right on. And you guys are still hosting a lot of rides and allowing rides to start here and
Absolutely.
End here?
Yeah, we'll host anyone's event. And just keep an eye on your calendar or on our Facebook page, and we'll keep those events posted so people can follow along.
Dude, I know things are going good, and I know you got some other things going on, and man, it's going to be another good year.
It is. It's going to be good. Starting off great already.
No doubt. And remember, when you come in here, make sure you let them know Steel Horse Thunder sent you. How would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family if you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer. It's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. 2 great locations.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Laden Dorf Law. Like family, because we are.
Okay, Tanya, you are the Southside Harley-Davidson featured woman rider today, and I want to know all about this bike because it's pretty badass.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a 2013 Road Glide Custom. Has a lot of other custom stuff on it. Actually, I had just actually got it last month. This is my second bike. I also have a Dyna Super Glide that I normally ride, but decided to take this out for a spin today.
That's pretty cool. So how long have you been riding?
Off and on all my life. Got back into it pretty heavy probably about 5 years ago. Last year I retired, so I'm going to do a lot of traveling, so this is my traveling bike.
So you got some bucket list stuff going on.
Oh yeah, definitely bucket list.
So where are you going?
I actually got 8 states left that I want to see that I haven't been in the lower 48. And out west, I got of all things, North and South Dakota, Wyoming, Utah, Montana. And then upper East Coast, I got Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont.
That is pretty amazing. I haven't been to all those states. I, one of these days, want to go to all those states, so I hope that I'll be able to. That's pretty cool. And you're retired now, so you'll be able to.
Yep, got a lot of time I can spend on the road. And I just actually picked it up last Wednesday, and I've already rode like 560 miles since last Wednesday, and the weather's not been really the greatest, but
I was going to say, now a couple of weeks ago it would have been nice, because then it was nice, but then it got cold on us.
yeah.
So you came in with a friend, and he said that you picked up your bike, or you bought your bike the same day that he was diagnosed with some stuff like diabetes.
I actually bought it on the 28th of February, and he was diagnosed with cancer and found out he was diabetic both on the same day. But I didn't pick it up that day. I just purchased it that day. I had him do a few things, adjustments and stuff for fit me better before I picked it up. And I got LA Cycles, which I highly recommend. They work very well with you for it to fit you, and extremely happy with it. I have to learn some stuff about my bike because I've never had a radio system either. I've never had even a windshield, radio system, fairing, all is new for me. And this one here actually not only has that, it has an amplifier and extra speakers back here and all kinds of, it's a boom machine in a sense. So I hope that traveling wise, it'll definitely kind of make things a little more enjoyable.
Well, I think everybody's going to know when you're riding up.
Yeah, it definitely has a good sound to it. I love that part too. I do like to hear my bike. It's kind of one of those things, hear me roar. I'm coming through.
Well, enjoy this bike. Enjoy all your miles on it. And thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Laden Dorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Laden Dorf Law, like family, because we are.
I think people like Hang Out of Flames mainly because it's not a big corporate store. They can come here, they can hang out. We invite them in the back to watch us while we work on their bike or even participate. We get a lot of new riders, first-time riders. They like that extra hands-on, and I think they like the pride in knowing what's being done to their motorcycle.
They do great work, and it's a great place to hang out. And we're thankful to have them as a sponsor of Steel Horse Thunder.
Hey, we went to the 2017 Motorcycle Expo to see some old friends. Let's go take a look.
So we're here at the 2017 Expo, and it's hopping today. There's lots of people here. But you guys are Hang Out at Flames. We love you guys. What can we expect from you guys from this season at your shop?
Wow, that's a great question. We've got a couple builds going on, and as far as just the normal shop stuff, just more and more bikes. I mean, I think it's helping us sponsoring you guys. We've got a lot of people that are saying that they've seen us on Steel Horse and they come in the shop, want to schedule some time for them to learn a little bit more about their bike. And that's what we're doing, scheduling more times.
I also heard that you guys are still working on your bike, which is pretty cool. I hear it's going to be awesome when it's done. Tell me about it.
Well, it started out in life as a 2006 Street Glide, and we've got 2015 Street Glide CVO wheels. And as everybody else knows, the new wheels are 25 millimeter. The old wheels were 1-inch axles, so everything has to be replaced. So it's been a complete changeover for this 06. So the 06 still resides in the middle. I think we're going to go air ride in the back, air ride in the front, and make it very streetable, very rideable with a smaller front wheel, 19-inch instead of some crazy 26 or something like that. But we do a lot of stuff at the shop, and this is just one thing that we can do the way we want to see it.
So, Rupert, 2017, new year. The Expo kind of symbolizes the beginning of the motorcycle thing. You do some rides. What do you guys got going on this year?
We have our 10th annual ride coming up the end of August with the Eagle Riders out of Lafayette, being able to show, 10 years of running a ride. It's amazing. We've had some rides that have lasted 4 or 5 years, some rides have lasted 8 years, but with the Eagle Riders showing 10 years of support, and we're not going anywhere. You know, on Rupert's Kids website, you can see the ride coming up the last weekend of August out of Lafayette.
We're up here at the Expo 2017 with Mark Laden Dorf. Obviously, Laden Dorf Law, I share it all the time. Without them, we never would have had this show back on the air. You guys have been our primary sponsor ever since Cindy and I have taken the show over. Actually getting ready to start we're starting our 5th season now. Hard to believe. What's it like coming out here to the Expo? You guys, obviously you were with Steel Horse long before I was. You have to be starting to recognize some people around here.
Not only are we recognizing people, but we've made so many friends over the years. I mean, this is the biker community. This is a group of people who give back every weekend, all the time. All kinds of charitable events, all kinds of rides that mean something to some family, some organization that's charitable, somebody who's in need. And that's what makes us want to give back. And I think all the biker community does that in the terms of what's it all about here on Earth? How long are we going to be here on Earth? Well, really, it's about what we're going to do here on Earth and what matters. And the biker community is 100% involved in that commitment.
Yeah. Chris, we're here at the 2017 Motorcycle Expo. Obviously, it's the kickoff of the year for the new year. And I know you got a lot of new things going on at your shop. What can we expect in 2017 out of Crambo's?
Yeah, the new shop, we've added on to the shop. We're just under 6,000 square feet under roof now. We have a whole new facility for the mechanical side, the paint side. We've expanded our showroom. It's nothing like the old shop. We're still keeping the old motif of the Texaco theme in the front of the building, but yeah, we're bringing on new staff. Have a guy starting at the end of the month here, so hopefully that'll expand our turnaround times and of course the quality of the work that we do. Yeah, it's like spring now, today. So I think everybody's getting the fever. So we'd like to invite everybody out to come out and check out the new shop, check out the new facility, see what we got going on. We brought some different bikes this year, not just baggers. We brought some other interesting motorcycles here to show that we're a little more versatile than just the big wheel bagger thing. So
Vince from Renegade Classic, and Vince, I know you got some cool things going on, things going good at the shop. What do we have to look forward to in 2017?
Well, this year we're focused on expansion. We're really going to commit ourselves to growing the helmet room, getting the stuff that people always ask for. I'm personally getting a little tired of people walking in and walking out empty-handed because I didn't have what they wanted. So I know I said this last year, but now we do some things around, we got some funding, and we're really going to grow. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, hey, that's going to do it for us. The 2017 season is up and running. And if you're wondering why we're dressed like this, well, you're going to have to tune in next week to find out what in the heck is going on around here. And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Laden Dorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Scott Schnizzle. Oh, okay.
Josie's birthday party, and there are a lot of people. Not supposed to say that?
No. Hey, it's the beginning. Well, hey, that's going to do it for us here in Martinsville. Pretty good. Let's try it one more time. You guys just made the Get it right this time, okay? All right.